I was talking with one of my college professors last weekend, and we were talking about the analogy of comparing the job search to, having yourself as a product, the knowledge and the skills and the experience you have, and, what you bring to the company as a product. And we came across this realization that neither of us had really thought of before, and it was something that really made me stop and think. Most of us here are engineers, or we're other very technical people. We usually take a very engineering type of approach to all kinds of problems, and that's because of the mindset we have. We've got this weird brain that, I love the engineering personality, but, we really, just attack problems like that. And what we both realized, my professor and I, last weekend was that looking for a job is not really an engineering problem. It's kind of a business problem. It's kind of a marketing problem. And if engineers approach the job search process like an engineer and they miss out on some of the marketing or the business aspect of that, then they're going to miss out on this whole part of the process that could give them an advantage in the job search process. Here's what I mean. So let's think about a product that an engineer makes. So an engineer makes a medical device, or an engineer makes an iPad. There's no way that the public is going to know about this product without good marketing, without good communication. And there are also several stages that the communication has to go through before it gets to the right person. First of all, you have to be targeting the kind of people that are more likely to buy. That's called qualification. Then you have to communicate what you are going to bring them. What's the value you're going to bring them? What's this iPad going to allow you to do? What's this medical device going to allow you to do? And then you have to show that your product is better than other competing products out there. And I know we all understand this on a mental level. We've all heard this time and time again. But, I'd be surprised if all engineers really approach their job search process in this way. Because a lot of the time, even me included, a lot of engineers will say, I'm an engineer. I shouldn't have to put on a show for people. Or I'm an engineer, I don't like speaking in groups. I don't like going up in front and giving presentations, and I shouldn't have to do that because that's not part of my job. Well, that's true, that's not part of your job, but when you are looking for a new job, that is part of your job. And, as uncomfortable as it makes all of us, me included, you can probably tell I'm not, the most natural person in front of the camera, but I have to do this anyways because I have to communicate. But what I mean is, engineers have to look at the job search process differently. If you approach it as it's an engineering problem, you're not going to have the best results. But if you can approach it a little bit like a marketer, a little bit like a business person, then it's going to work out a lot better for you. And that's what I was able to find. When I went back to grad school for business, I learned a lot of these marketing techniques and communication techniques. And that's what flipped the switch for me. That's what allowed me to apply to 5 or 6 companies and hear back from almost all of them, and to make those moments count. When you're sending a cover letter, when you're on the phone with somebody, when you're making a LinkedIn invitation, you really just want that warm lead. And so with that mindset, I was able to get interviews with top companies, like I've said in the promo video before. And I was not only able to do that, I was able to talk about my worth as an engineer, but to do it in a way that really valued and put in the center what the company needed, what the company's problems were, what their hopes and their fears were, and so I can position myself as the person who could help them solve those problems and to reach those goals with them. And I believe that is what gave me the results that I got, which was getting multiple offers, 4 different multiple offers at the same time, that allowed me to get a $32,000 raise from the job that I had, not counting equity at the new company. So I'd encourage you to think about this and think about if maybe changing your mindset about the job search process and thinking of it a little more as a marketing effort and not purely as an engineering effort. If that might help you improve your communication and help you improve your results. And if you're looking for concrete ways to do that, then the rest of my course will definitely go through all those different stages. We'll go through everything from from targeting companies, identifying what are your skills that put you above everybody else, going through all the different interview steps, all the different communication touch points, so that you come off as the obvious choice, as a strong candidate, and so you can get the great results you want.